It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. Kicking off this show tonight, we heard something from our good friends American Dog. It's another Lost Weekend right here on the Classic Metal Show. And we just heard something from the Auburn Records artist, Aftershock, with some Burning Chrome, and a guy who, I don't even know how to even incorporate that, but a guy who just burns the candle on both ends, my good friend Chris Aiken. What's going on, Chris?
What is up, sir? How are we?
Well, we're well, and we are live with the video.
Are we live? Can you see it?
Oh, I don't know. I can't watch the video and talk to you at the same time.
Let me try. I'm trying to figure it out. Go ahead. We can start, and I can fiddle.
All right. Well, I did see a notice pop up. It says the Classic Metal Show is live.
All right, then we must be live.
Yeah. So I got a notice. So we're doing something new here. We did a little test on this video thing. People have been asking us to do video broadcast for quite a while, and we did a test on Wednesday that seemed to work out fairly well.
Sure.
And so we're going to try it tonight to see if we can make it through a whole 6 hours so you can just sit there and stare.
Yeah, people are going to have to, I'm going to say it in advance, you're going to have to bear with us a little bit. This is brand fucking new to us as well.
Right, exactly.
Be a little patient here because we're going to have some foobar moments, but so far it seems to be working.
Yeah, well, we did a little test this morning and seem to dial in everything, and I think it'll be okay. I guess we'll have to rely on the chat room, to let us know what's going on out there, because I certainly can't sit here and watch this and try to do the show and go, oh, hey, there we are, look at us.
Yeah, and I'm trying to right now, and there we are. All right, we are on. Cool, I guess. Hey,
everybody.
Rockin'.
Yeah. No kidding. Well, here we are back with another edition of the Classic Metal Show. Tonight, we're going to do something a little bit not classic metal, as if that's any big surprise, but we've got a guest calling in tonight, right?
We do. We have the lead singer of the Babies, Mr. John Bazaha, is going to be checking in a little while. I guess they have a new project or tour or something coming up, and John's gonna clue us in on what that is, and we'll just talk a little bit about some classic rock, I guess. That'll be fun.
Yeah, sure. Well, I know that you have attended the Baby show when it came through, the Akron area there, and you got to know those guys a little bit. You did hang out a little bit, and you do correspond with them, and you've kind of struck up some kind of a friendship there.
Yeah, I have. John and I have talked on Facebook a little bit, and we are slowly but surely turning into like friends. So it's cool, man. And I was saying this earlier on I guess on Facebook or somewhere. But, it's just cool when the bands that you listen to as a little kid, and I listened to the Babies when I was a little kid, 79, 80, 81.
Well, that's when they were popular in the late 70s.
Right, and I listened to them then, and I was a fan, and now I'm like knowing these guys. It's like cool, It's just a very cool thing,
Mm-hmm. So they're going to be out touring around, and they'll be back in your area again, I'm assuming.
Yeah, they're going to be at the what is it called? The Music Box Supper Club in downtown Cleveland. I've never been there before, but they're going to be performing there, and it's on a Sunday, so I will definitely be there, and I can't wait, man, because they literally best show I saw in 2016. It was a great, great time and just a rocking show, and I can't wait to see them again, man. It's going to be fun.
Sure, absolutely. Well, I guess you've also been asked to kind of do the honors of doing a little bit of intro for them, too. Is that true?
That is true. That is very true. I will be handling that as a piece of the puzzle here. And look, now we're getting all kinds of, we're frozen, blah, blah, blah. We know. We're working on it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to work on it right now. I'm just going to talk.
Yeah, don't mess with it. It is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get it cleaned up.
Sure. All right. Well, anyway, aside from that, people are experiencing the new technology that we're trying to incorporate into the show, be it the video. Mm-hmm. And obviously, it's just like, well, you get it's too funny. You got to wonder all the time. You got to go, well, is the technical problems on our end, or because there's so many platforms out there that people use? They use their phones, they use their their computers to tune into the show and watch it, and it's just like maybe your bandwidth isn't fast enough to run the video.
Yeah, because I'm looking at our OBS, as it's known, and it says that we are rocking at like 60% of my CPU usage. So that's not terrible. And I don't know. It's flickering back and forth. Maybe we are having a fucking shitty stream.
All right, well, whatever.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So if you're not happy with it, we'll shut it off and we'll just shit can the whole thing.
Yeah, fuck you, pal.
Yeah.
Back off. We're trying.
Look at Richie. It's in the wires.
Is it? It's in the wires?
Yeah, it's in the wires, man.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like we might be having a slight bandwidth issue.
All right, well, we might have to shut her down and, do it again.
Boom, shut down.
Yep, might have to shut it down.
I shut it down for now. And now there's no bandwidth problem.
All right, well, that's good to know.
We'll figure it out. It could very well be my kids in the back streaming too. I don't even know. So,
hey, get off the internet. We're doing an important show here.
Yeah, very important here.
Yeah, no kidding. So funny. All right. Yeah. So, what's happening in your world this week, Mr. Aiken? Aside from this whole video project that you've taken on.
Video production has been it all week, dude. Just taught myself how to do this shit. I don't know where you went. Did you turn your video off?
Yeah, well, no, I just shut it down because I didn't know that we were still streaming.
Oh, yeah, leave it on here for a minute.
All right.
We'll see how this works.
All right.
I'm still playing a little bit, but no, this is what I did all week. I had two goals this week. One, try to figure out this CMS TV nonsense. Two, try to get some more artists that are going to let us play their music.
Yeah, so this week you've been collecting waivers.
I have been. And we got some cool bands that have come on board with us. Some were kind of obvious, like Red Rain. I don't think we had any thought that wasn't going to happen.
Right.
But probably the most, I wouldn't say surprising because I assumed it would be a yes, but I didn't think it would be as quick as it was Stephen Pearcy.
Right.
Stephen and Eric Ferrantino, well, they're the kind of the owners of the Smash record, and they were both like, yeah, fuck it, play it.
Yeah, well, I think we're the ones who've been playing a lot of it,
Sure.
Building up to it, and of course, since its release back in, what was it, February or the beginning of March this year, I've played a shit ton of it here on the show.
Sure. Absolutely.
And we've had Steven on the show a couple of times, and I went out to see him as well as you did.
Yeah.
And he's coming back around with Tom Kiefer here. They've rescheduled the show that got canceled a few weeks back.
Okay. Are you going to go?
I'm going to go to that. Absolutely.
Okay.
So September 1st, I'm going to go check out that show.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm. So that should be interesting. It'd be good to hook up with Steven again. And it was cool that Eric volunteered to punch Eddie Trunk in the balls for us, too.
That was a bit funny.
Yeah. Well, last night, Stephen Pearcy played in Houston.
Right.
And you alerted the fans in that area that if they were in the area and they mentioned Eddie Trunk at the door, they could get in for free.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And, there was a lot of funny comments about that.
Poor Ed. He's just trying to do something nice, and look at you guys just shitting on the man.
Yeah, no kidding. And then Angie Borel
Yeah.
She hooked up with the Trunkster and took a picture with him.
She did in CMS gear. It was great.
Yeah, she was wearing the CMS shirt.
Right. That is funny.
Yeah. And I wonder if Eddie go, oh, you're a fan of those guys. How come you're not wearing that metal show shirt?
Dude, he's got to be at this point. He's got to be like, oh shit, another one of their fans.
I'm gonna take a capture with one of those CMS shirts on.
Yeah, exactly. And the worst part is we really don't have a problem with Ed.
Nah, not at all.
I never have, and you claim that you don't, and I'll take you at your word. So.
Well, I mean, I saw him at the M3, and he came over, and I took pictures with him.
Right, sure.
You know, and he shook hands with me, and hey, how you doing? And just very cordial, very friendly.
Right.
I had no issue, no qualms there. But, you know, we just, hey, man, how's it going? Good to see you again. Right. You know, that kind of thing.
Sure.
So.
Well, it looks like we got the video fixed now.
Now, what did you do now?
I just booted the video production software, and now it's working, and it's all green.
All right, nice.
My little monitor is not flickering orange and red now. It's all green. So
all right.
Now everybody's saying the video is fine. You're welcome, you cocksucking complaining fucks.
Well, Eddie rocks. I'm glad it works for you, pal.
Yeah, pal.
Because I think Eddie actually sent us an email last week. He wanted to call in and talk about Metallica.
Oh, does he?
I think so. I think he went to see Metallica on their current tour here. So maybe Eddie will be able to call in later tonight and regale us with his Metallica experience.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah. So Angie says Eddie was very nice.
Well, that's good. Why would he not be very nice? He's got to sell you his. I mean, he's got to make nice with the customers.
Sure. Actually, I'd like Angie to call into the show. I want to find out her experience last night. So Angie, call us right now, 800-497-5891. Give us a call, Angie. I want to find out how the show went, and I want to know, what Eddie brought to the table last night as the MC or the host, or is it worth the $2,000 to $4,000 or whatever the club owner paid him to fly in to say, hey, here's Stephen Pearcy.
Right.
Here's Mark Torian and the Bullet Boys. Let's have a hand.
Yeah, pal.
Yeah, so give us a call, Angie, 800-497-5891.
Yeah, we'd love to know.
I want to know how the show went, and I want to know what the evening's events were like, and, if you enjoyed seeing Pearcy or not, and tell us your story. We'd like to know. Sure. So anyway, Pearcy out on tour, still working the record and working the Rat angle of it, and playing around. And I'm going to go see him in a couple of weeks.
Well, that's cool. That's very cool.
Yep. So not a lot of things going on for me on a show level or upcoming concerts or anything. That's the only one I think I got coming up in any near future.
Really?
Yeah, because there's not really anything coming around the area that I really want to see.
Yeah, I've got the Babies coming up in October, and then I've got I might go see Guns N' Roses the end of October. Like it's like the day before my birthday here, and whatchamacallit, of all people, Corey from Uncontrolled Noise hit me up, yesterday and was like, hey, have you bought your tickets yet for GNR in Cleveland? I want to see it one more time. So maybe Corey might come down here and then we'll go see it. I'm not sure.
Very cool.
Haven't connected that dot yet, but we'll see how that works out.
All right. Hail and Kill caller, you're on the air.
Hey, it's Angie.
Hey, Angie. I want to find out. I want to find out how the show went last night and what you saw and what the Trunkster had to say and what did he do for for his appearance there. So I know you said, I saw your little post there that you had gotten there a little bit early and there were like 5 opening bands or something.
Yeah, there was 4 local bands, and then Bullet Boys, and then Pearcy. I got there about 8 because I didn't want to sit through all those bands because they're usually not really good.
Well, what time did things get rolling over there?
Oh, it was probably 7.
Well, how many
7
bands?
Pearcy.
Well, you couldn't have missed that many bands if it got rolling at 7 and you got there at 8.
No, the second band was on when I got there, and then I went and sat outside and smoked and talked to some people, and then I went back in when some of my Houston peeps got there, and I went and met up with them. So, Coco, hush. That's my dog.
Okay. All right. So you got there, and so what was Eddie doing? I mean, what was his role there? Was he hawking his book, or was he just...
No, he wasn't. There was a show at a private VIP event at the House of Blues the night before, and they had like Robert Mason and Dee Snider, and it was by invite only. And some of my Houston peeps, that one of them that was in the band Tame Fury, he was there. They were there, and he was hosting that with Steven was there too. But I'm not sure, but I think the venue probably lost money because there wasn't a lot of people there.
What, at the show you went to?
Yeah, I mean, I got there was 5 people at the rails.
Are you... Wait a minute. So Pearcy and the Bullet Boys are playing, and Eddie Trunk is hosting this thing, and there were 5 people in the place?
When the opening bands were on, now when Tame Fury's a big local band, and
Okay.
there was more people out on the floor for them, and then when the Bullet Boys came out, which that was horrible. I don't like the Bullet Boys, and they were not. I just don't get them. And
well, wait a minute. You can't just gloss over that. You gotta. So you don't like the Bullet Boys because Mark? You don't like their. Wait a minute. You don't like their music, or you don't like Mark Torian, or they don't perform well.
I don't like him. I don't like him because he got busted for his child support. He don't pay his child support. So I don't dig men that don't do that.
So this is a personal issue with you rather than...
Go ahead. A little bit. I was never into them anyway, but he needs to give up the skinny jeans because it just don't work for him. I will post a video later on Facebook of it. It's not cute. He's just... It was not good. We just sat there and just were in awe that it's just not good. I mean, we were just looking at each other like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, okay, so he didn't perform well? Is that what you're saying? Or you just don't like their music?
No. They didn't perform well. It's just, I don't know.
Was it the whole band, or was it just Mark?
It was the whole band, the four of them. I don't know them because I don't keep up with them, but I had seen them back in a few years ago when Pearcy came to the Houston, and I didn't care for him then. I walked away from the stage and went and did whatever till Pearcy came on.
Okay.
All right. So what did Eddie do? Did he introduce the Bullet Boys, or was he?
Yeah, he came out and introduced the Bullet Boys, and then he came out and introduced Pearcy, and then he walked around. He stayed for a really long... We thought he would leave after he introduced Pearcy, but he was out on the floor meeting people for a long time.
Well, how many people were in the place for Pearcy's part of the show?
Maybe 500.
More than 100?
5 or maybe 5.
500?
Yeah, that's making it a lot. Yeah, because there was people sitting at the bars. There was like 3 different bars, and it's a new place that just opened. So.
Well, how was his performance? Did you enjoy his show?
Pearcy? Yeah, I went right up to where Eric was. I just posted the video of it. I was on Eric's side, and he was really good. I mean, he was. It was better than the last time I saw him. It was good. He was cheerful and interacting with the crowd. And then they had these. I think there's video of it. These 4 guys off to the side of me. I don't know what was wrong with these guys, but they kept handing Pearcy a hat, and he was like, "I don't want this shit," and just wanting him to knuckle bust them and shake their hands and screaming, and they're like a bunch of groupies. it was just ridiculous. These grown men. And then one of them, when I was walking out to leave, he was so drunk, they had to carry him to his truck, wherever they took him. He was so drunk, he couldn't walk. It was crazy.
So did Pearcy or his band do any kind of meet and greet or anything like that?
We waited till about 2:00. They said they were going to come out. I saw Eric come out, and then they said he was, but the bar closed at 2, and they were making us leave, so we didn't get to see Pearcy.
I see. So you know Eric a little bit?
Oh yeah, I'm friends with him on Facebook, and I've talked to him on Facebook before, and that's about it.
Okay.
But yeah.
And then you met the Trunkster, and what did you say to him?
I just said, hey, me and this guy Matt was standing there. He's my Houston people I go to concerts with, and I was like, you gonna get a picture? He's like, yeah, you. I went, I don't know, I don't like him. He's a dick. I don't, and I don't like him. I never have. And I was like, well, I'm wearing my classic metal shirt. I said, let me go take a picture with my classic metal shirt on, and that'll really get him. But he was nice, shook my hand, took a picture, was very nice, cordial.
And he said, I started the classic metal show, me.
I was waiting for that, but no, he didn't.
No? You were waiting for that?
Yeah.
Did he try to sell you a book?
No, he wasn't promoting any books that I saw.
Okay.
He was just taking pictures and talking. You had to wait because he wouldn't shut up. He just kept talking to these people. I was like, oh my God, if I miss Stephen Pearcy coming out, I will punch him in the throat. Oh my God.
Jesus.
Wow. Okay.
I've met Stephen Pearcy before. You know me.
Well, I really don't, but I'm getting a good idea here, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Now Dawkins coming in November, and I was gonna, what I can do to get on the guest list.
How do your knees handle concrete?
Oh. Yeah, they're coming back to Houston. I got to meet him for a few seconds the last time and get a picture with him, but I didn't, I wanted to show him my license plate and say, I'm your biggest fan. And
your license plate? You have a license plate that says Doc?
It's on my Facebook page. Yeah, I got my light when I bought a new car last year when I went and got a personalized plate that says Dawkins.
How much did that cost you?
$60.
That's not too bad.
He's worth it.
Any real fan would do that for Don, right, Neely?
Yeah. All right, Angie. Anything else?
No. It was good. I'm glad I took the weekend off. Glad y'all are having a live show so I can hear it live and call in. But I work on Saturday night, so I'm not able to catch the show.
Well, soak it all in, Angie. Soak it all in.
I will.
Yeah, not only did you get to see Mark Torian and Stephen Pearcy, but you actually get to see Chris and I actually see us.
I know. It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah,
I
it's great.
love it. I just, like I said, I need to get in that guest list for the November show.
Are you like putting a bug in our ear? Is that what you're trying to do there, Angie?
A little bit. I don't ever ask for anything.
All right, Angie. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, I love you, Neely.
Yes.
I love you, Chris.
Well, just love Neely. It's okay.
I'll do whatever you want. I will do whatever you want.
Looks like Chris will be flying down to Louisiana.
Yep.
Well, come on.
Might have to make a special trip.
Come on.
Bring it on, Chris.
All right.
All right, Angie, your management is saying you have to go.
Okay. All right. Helen Keel. Fuck you, pal. Hand job.
How come you had to whisper that almost? How come you... Hail and
Because I was
kill.
trying to,
Fuck you, pal.
I was trying to remember what it was. I never can remember what it is.
Well, now you remember. Now do it right.
Hell and kill. Fuck you, pal. Hand job.
Perfect. See you, Angie.
All right.
There goes Angie.
There she goes.
Yeah. So she went to see Eddie, Mark Toreen, and Steven last night.
Maybe not in that order, though.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite. She really didn't go to see the Bullet Boys at all. Holy smokes.
No, she doesn't like. It's personal with her. He got busted for the child support thing, so she can't be supportive of Mark.
Not at all.
Yeah, fuck that guy. He screwed his children over.
That's right.
And knock off the skinny jeans, Mark.
Gotta say, I agree with her on that, too. That is a weird look on a 55-year-old guy.
No, if you ask him, he's 38.
Still.
Yeah, he's still 38.
It's one of those like a chick every year. It's 39 again.
Yeah.
Get it?
Well, you know, I've run into Mark a half a dozen times over the years.
Yeah.
And the guy has always been very, very gracious, very kind, very friendly.
Sure.
Every time I run in, I mean, he's always been nice to me. Every time I see him, he's always just friendly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I got nothing against Mark. I mean, he's been on the show a few times, and, you know, I've seen him perform. I mean, obviously, he's not the 20-something-year-old that was singing Smooth Up In Ya, but...
And look, and I'll be honest, I saw him on that tour, on the album in 88, and he wasn't that good then.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, he's just like his idol, David Lee Roth. Never been a great performer live.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, but he's just not, you know, it is what it is. It's just, you know, he's a guy that got lucky with a couple of songs, I guess.
That's true. I'll tell you where Mark actually impressed me as a performer.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize the guy could play guitar as well as he does.
Well, wasn't he like almost had the Jakey Lee gig, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. But he actually plays guitar very well.
Yeah, well, I mean, if Ozzy was just about to pick him, you know, you got to think that he could play.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, but then he made the smart decision of forming his own band instead of jumping in with Ozzy.
Right.
Oof.
Well, yeah, again, it was the right place, right time for him to, you know, launch the Bullet Boys. I mean, granted, the Bullet Boys were never mega stars or anything, but they did have a couple of MTV hits that did allow them to have, you know, their moment in the sun.
Yeah,
so
they had some decent records, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, I'm trying to think if there was ever really a bad one. That Orange Curtain, whatever that shit was god awful.
What something about Monkey?
Wasn't that the blind monkey behind the Orange Curtain?
Something like that. I don't remember. I knew there was something about a monkey or the orange, and I know Orange was. I don't remember what it was.
The first album was really good. I mean, it wasn't great, but it was listenable. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
For the time, it was perfect. The one after it, I liked a lot. The one with THC Groove.
Right, exactly. Zaza.
Freak Show. Yeah, Zaza was good, too. That one had probably my favorite Bullet Boy song ever, would Sing a Song about the L.A. riots.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good tune. And we like the one with the dog on the cover.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, Sophie.
Sophie.
Yeah, that was like a throwback Bullet Boys. It was almost like a companion to the first two.
Yeah, and then what wasn't the last one was like their attempt to be Three Doors Down?
Yeah, they were trying to be a little modern, and that one didn't quite fly.
Yeah, the Elefante or something?
Elefante.
Yeah, garbage.
Yeah, was that on the Shavis record label?
I mean, great.
Well, it's no longer Shavis record label, so you can say that.
Yeah, well, if it was on the Shavis label, it was shit. If it's on the High Volume Music, it's fantastic.
Absolutely.
More.
Greg in the chat room got it. Acid Monkey.
Acid Monkey, yeah. not so good.
Yeah, not so good. But look at Angie actually throwing out a compliment to Mark. Yes, Mark does play well.
Well, good. That's nice.
So for someone who's biased and didn't have a lot of nice things to say about Mark, she at least gave him props for his ability to play.
Yeah. He just doesn't go smooth up in his wallet to pay his child support.
Right.
Apparently.
Well, maybe he doesn't have any money. I mean, do you think Mark is making any money at Bullet Boys?
Dude, he's got to be pulling down $200-300 a gig.
Exactly.
What do you think a Bullet Boys pulls?
$2 grand? $2 grand?
$2 grand, $3 grand? Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
No more than 3.
Eddie rocks in the chat room. He likes my wrestling shirt, man. See, this is what's weird about the whole camera thing. Everybody's got to analyze everything about you.
Well, that's why I'm closed up and hidden behind the microphone.
Look at that studio, man. What's all those blinking lights in the background?
Well, now I got my hands in front of it.
Yeah, that looks cool.
My hand. Look at that. That's what you can see. My fucking hand.
Yeah,
that's it.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't love this, but it's what the fans want,
right,
man.
We're trying to do what the fans want. So
if
you want to sit there and stare at me like a mental patient, have at it. Analyze everything about me.
Yeah.
Just check me out. Look me up and down.
Yeah. I think we've got the video sort of in place, though. Now it's not erroring or anything anymore.
Good.
So, okay.